Hello, welcome to day number 27 of Animal Crossing City Folk. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you're having a great day. It's Saturday. We got a couple things to do today. First off, KK is playing at the Roost, so we're gonna go see KK for sure. I also would like to go to the city. I'm a little worried that I'm starting like too late and that maybe Reds will be closed. Like maybe Red closes at 8 or something and it's like 10 minutes to 8, give or take. I think the auction, we haven't done anything with the auction house in the city yet either. And I think that would be cool to I don't know, use or engage with or whatever. To Fire Emblem engage with. We got some new, I should have watered these probably, or maybe I did, and I just didn't remember doing it. Anyway, we got some black tulips, which is our second hybrid flower so far. We've gotten these orange cosmos down here, and now these black tulips. So that's fun. I don't remember again specifically like if it's snowing, if I don't have to worry about watering flowers, because maybe the snow covers it. We got our money rock right away, so I think I am gonna mosey to the city pretty quick. Let's go to Nook's first. And I think I'm just gonna auction like whatever we buy in Nook's that I don't want to keep. I'll get my free visitor points. And then depending on how much we buy, well, I'm gonna buy flowers. All of these. You know what, actually, before we end the day today at some point, we should go to the town hall. That looks expensive. Is that like a space station? That looks expensive. Ooh, the deluxe range. You gotta have that for a kitchen. Oh, am I full? Oh yeah. We got money, but I didn't put it away. I always forget that. Is this Raven Pole? I think that's new, actually. I think we have maybe the bear and the eagle or something. But the Raven Pole, I think, is new. This seems expensive. Space station? 2,800 for a whole space station? I feel like they forgot a zero. Oil drum, I think that's new. I don't think this sandbag is new. But you know what? Maybe I'll buy it to try to auction it. Just to, I don't know, have as many things as we want for the auction. I don't really know how the auction's going to work. I'm assuming we'll get to set a price maybe? I don't know. So how we doing for points? We passed 800. We're at 895, in fact. So I would like to buy... Aha! And we get to see what it is after we have that many points. Triple shells. That's very fun. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Great. Nook, that's going to do it for me. Now, Nook's might close at 8, maybe? I feel like the music in there was different or something. So okay, let's mosey to the city and try to make it to Reds in time. The auction house might also close, I hope not. I'm just gonna give it a shot. I think we can get to the city in like a minute or less. Tell me something, you fragrant mud skipper. Is me nose gone mad, or are you wearing cologne? Yar, you fancy pants, getting yourself all polished for the lasses, are you? You slippery trout. Start smelling nice and talking glib. You're glib, ain't you? Yar, I bet you're glib. Well, me fancy fellow, the city be just past the bend. Let's hope your lines are more subtle than your smell. Remember, smooth talking and sweet smelling ain't gonna win you a nice lass. You gots to be a gentleman. Good advice, Cap'n. Smooth talking and sweet smelling does not, alas, win you. Okay. Did we make it? Oh, we did. I wonder when he closes. If it ain't our favorite cousin, a hearty welcome to you. So he's got a medicine chest for probably $1 billion. Yeah, no thank you. And cradle. I think I just am interested in the amazing painting. Wait, have we bought that already? Hang on. I don't remember. We bought something. Was it the amazing painting? Okay, well, we're here now. Sure. We might have already seen that one. I don't remember. Crazy Res doesn't advertise, you know? We live and die by word of mouth. I'll give you another invitation. Oh, interesting. They're not just... It's not just a single thing. Okay. I'm not going to need multiples. Oh, he sends it to us in the mail, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Oh, never mind. It goes here. Invite card. It's stationary, right? That makes sense. Okay, and then what about the... Oh, Kix is here. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. All right there, young sir. Fancy a shoe shine? It's 500 bells, and you'll see your reflection in them. Please do. One first-class shine coming right up. Just tell me how you want your shoes. I can match them by color, or I can match them to the style you're going for. Match my style. What a choice. I've got just the finish to match your style. Oh, and here we have it. What do you think? Pretty doggone dapper, if I do say so myself. If you don't mind, that'll be 500 bells. No tip necessary. Thanks for your patronage. He's got cute little, like, overalls on. That's so cute. Though Kix nowadays sells, like, shoes and handbags and stuff. But now, in this game, if you want to change your shoes, you got to get Kix to polish them. And that'll change the color. So that's fun. I can't even really tell what we got going for shoes right now. Welcome to the auction house, my good man. Our humble auction house is currently accepting bids. How can I be of assistance? Display an item. 1,000 lamentations, but we cannot currently... Oh. Display period will last for 2 days and begin February 14th. Oh. Okay. One of these days, I will leave items here. I think the purpose of the auction house is for you to sell furniture and maybe make more money from it. Anyway, let's go see a shrunk show. Since we're in the neighborhood, and then we'll head back into town. Welcome to the Marquee. If you'd like to see a show, it's 800 bucks. Disbelief, happiness, fear, and anger. Do we have fear? Show you'd like to see is fear? I think so. I guess there's only so many emotions in this one. Thanks for your patience, everyone. The Marquee is pleased to welcome Dr. Shrunk, starring in the feature presentation, Fear. Thank you, and thanks to that special someone out there. I think you know who you are. Dr. Shrunk is in the house. I read a terrible case of stage fright where you just stop and shake. Dr. Shrunk has the cure for you. Just trick yourself into thinking you're shaking for some other reason. Like maybe you've brain freeze. Eep! Or maybe you swallowed a fly by accident. Ugh! Or maybe someone in the audience is about to boo you off the stage. Ah! The doctor is out. Poor Shrunk. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you again. Did I learn fear? What do we have? Laughter or happiness? Anger? Disbelief? Fear. Is that all of them? Those are all of the emotions. There are 4 emotions. Only one of them really is like positive. I guess disbelief could be positive, maybe. I don't know. It's Blue Bear! Oh, I pay pretty close attention to the layout in the Happy Room Academy. I mean, like, how can you look at such a beautiful room and not get fired up about interior design? Blue Bear, you would love Happy Home. Happy Home. What is the 3DS one? The DLC is Happy Home Paradise. The 3DS one is Happy Home Designer? Oh my god, I forget. Okay. Didn't really... I don't think we needed to go to Gracie Grace or anywhere else, really. Could have went to see Katrina, I guess, to get our fortune told, but I don't know, whatever. Garna, what sort of city perfumery be that, Sprat? You smell like a field full of the finest flowers. Yahar, me nose don't be looking like much, but it be sensitive. I don't be caring to know where you... I don't be caring to know where you picked up such a smell, but if you got a girl, you're in for a fight at home. You can't smell prettier than your last, Sprat. Now you got to smell manly, musky, and a wee bit ripe like me. Might want to scrub your pits on the bus before we reach old Lilycove, then you'll smell like me. But you be too late, we be pulling in now. Tough luck, Sprat. Perhaps you picked up a touch of manly stink on the ride. Pray that be good enough. 2008, by the way. Okay, bye, cabin. Drive safe now. Alright, is Nooks... Nooks is still open. Okay, thank goodness. I feel like closing at 8 would be too early. But it might close at 9. Alright, well, I would like to sell most of this stuff, I think. I'm going to sell the invite card, because I don't think I need multiples of it. I bet Red would be pissed to know that I'm selling his invitation to Tom Nook. Okay. I think we can pick our cherries because they're ready. Tomorrow's Sunday. Sunday. There's going to be a monster truck rally because Sunday. And also, Joan is going to be here selling turnips and stuff. I think I'm probably going to chill on turnips because I think I remembered the primary reason that I don't usually fuck with turnips in Animal Crossing. And honestly, it's because it's stressful to kind of worry about through the week. You know what I mean? I don't super want to think about it. I got bailed out by my friend who had an incredible $400 sell price for turnips in New Horizons. And I think we got kind of bailed out earlier this week too in this game. But for the most part, I don't know. It's just kind of stressful to have to worry about like checking turnip prices and, you know, trying to finding a day that you can sell them for a profit and stuff. So as much as they are, it's probably correct to like do the turnip thing every week. I just don't really want to think about it or deal with it. The amazing painting. How can a mere owl capture its essence in a single phrase? Suppose all one can say is that it couldn't be more of an amazing painting. What? I must find a spot with proper lighting. Okay, I'm glad I bought that. I couldn't remember if maybe we had it already, or that's just my like general anxiety buying paintings in Animal Crossing is like, do I have that already? It is really nice, at least in New Horizons, you can get your the Nook Shopping app on your phone in the game, so you can basically check your catalog like anywhere that you are, which is very handy. So if you need to double check if you have something already, including a painting, then you can, which is nice. Yeah. What? So that's the amazing painting. What? Oh, we got this one. We got the moving painting. Doesn't even look the same. Doesn't look remotely similar, but anyway, whatever. Okay, moving and amazing. I will try to remember that. But when in doubt, just buy the painting anyway, because you'll kick yourself if you chose not to. I don't know how often Red gets new paintings though, so like maybe I should be going every day. Cool. We've got flowers to plant, right? White roses, white cosmos, and red roses. That was like the same as yesterday or something. I think it was. Hang on, I'm gonna plant these white pansies over here. Just kind of beside my house. So now when the house expands, it won't destroy these this time. I might spend some time too just kind of walking along the river, looking for a fish, looking for a big shadow. We really want a big shadow river fish. That's it. That's literally it. Holy shit, if I could save state, I would. Okay. Okay. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. I'm turning my volume up on my TV. I find it easier to fish by volume. Okay. Here we go. Yes! Huge. Huge, dude. Oh my gosh. And there's the thumbnail. I caught a stringfish. This is awesome. That's great. Okay, that's a big one out of the way. I can't believe the timing of that. I was just like, we should probably walk along the river just since we're, you know, just to be safe or whatever. That's crazy. Oh, okay. We're bringing that to the museum for sure. Right, I'm planting red roses beside Kabuki's house. And then red cosmos and white cosmos. Okay. Cool. That's a really good fish to have caught and have out of the way. Oh, there's another bagworm. We might get spiders maybe from shaking trees at night. Might be like the centipede equivalent. Like if you hit a rock during the day, you get a pill bug. But at night, you could get either a pill bug or a centipede. I feel like bagworms and spiders are like the same situation for trees, maybe. That's so exciting. If anyone stops us and asks for this stringfish, that I will not give it to them. I can't. Blair had said that she was thinking about moving, so I don't think she would be in boxes already, because it took Bunny like a while before she finally was in boxes. And then she was even in boxes for like 2 days. In boxes meaning she was like all of her stuff was packed up into boxes, and she was getting ready to move out. Same thing when they're moving in. They're in boxes. Blathers, I got a doozy for you, bud. Get a load of this. A stringfish. Yes, quite. Stringfish are hardy creatures that can live for up to 15 years with ease. These older fish grow to remarkable sizes, actually. One fish even made it to a gargantuan 80 inches. At that size, perhaps we should call it the king of the river. No wonder it looks so serene. All that aside, I offer you our gratitude. Rest assured, your aquatic friend will be most happy. Yeah. That's a big one, Blathers. That's a big one for us. Cool. There's still some big fish that we need from the ocean. So I should probably spend some time looking for fish along the ocean now. Let's go in here and we can do our deposit and town fund donation. Now, I spent some money at Red's. I mean, we bought a painting. I bought all of the furniture at Nook's and then resold some of it for not nearly as much money. So we're a little low on change right now. How's the town looking? Let me read you some of the comments we've received from the townsfolk. It's not a passing grade, but it's not a failing grade either. I'd give it a D+. I think that is the same as it was when we started. So there's still not enough flowers and trees. Trees is probably a big one. A tall percoloid and a tape deck. That was probably Amelia's because we gave her the red moonbox. But we got a gyroid for free. That's good. We'll bring that to Brewster, pardon me. I did that yesterday too. Listen, they're both birds with names that start with B, okay? Hi, Dora. Little high, little low. I really hope it gets sunny tomorrow. My toes are cold. Are you a member of the Happy Room Academy? Yep. I knew it. Most everyone in town is a member, so it wasn't a fair question. Yes, I'm including myself and everyone. The points they give you are supposed to be an incentive to make your room more attractive. As members, we owe it to ourselves to try to make the best homes we can. You're indoctrinated. They got you good, Dora, I fear. They got you good. Okay. You know what? Let's make some room. Sell these cherries. $600. Man, what I wouldn't do for even one more different fruit, you know? Just one. I don't care what it is. It could be pears. I don't care. It could be oranges. It could be apples. It could be peaches. It could be any of them. But we would make so much more money if only we had a different fruit. Now, there might be a way, if you play exclusively single player, there might be a way to get a different fruit. I don't know what that way is. Oh, I'm full. Okay, I'll be back. Hang on. Do I have yellow roses? Is that a thing? No, white cosmos, red cosmos. White cosmos truffles? I think. Anything down here? There's truffles. Oh, speak of the devil. Word on the street is that you have a tape deck. I do. My spies are everywhere. I have birds and beasts and whatnot. I'm like a gossip machine, Snooty, and I'm running 24/7. Anyway, my spies told me that you have a price for that tape deck of yours. That price just happens to be a purple lava lamp. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's a good deal for us. Mission accomplished and stuff. I will totally destroy your data from the tape deck. Oh, it's Bud. Hi, Bud. You were hiding. It's getting kind of late. Hey, it's snowing. You should be pumped, dude. Snow is totally the extremist precipitation. So today I was thinking some majorly deep thoughts, and it caused an epic brain cramp. Now I'm out for a power walk. It's the only thing that'll chill out my brain muscle, man. I think I stopped doing the Mitch Hedberg voice for Bud. If it doesn't happen naturally, then it's not meant to be, you know? If I gotta force it a bit, which is a shame. You know, I like doing it for the little bit that we were doing it. I'm just gonna drop this guy here for later. And what else am I doing? Purple lava lamp. You know what? I will keep that also. In fact, actually, we can start a lava lamp collection. Nice. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. We can surround Rossetti in lava lamps. Make him feel like he's at the club. Or getting high in the 70s. You know, one of the two. I definitely would have been so devastated if we ran past the huge shadow in the river and I spooked the fish. That would have really bummed me out. But luckily that did not happen. We caught the stringfish. Feels very good, man. Yoink. Oh. This might sound silly, but I'm really enjoying playing City Folk. And the reason that might sound silly is because, I don't know, I'm making videos about it, and so I guess you'd assume that like that would be the case. But for a while there, I was a little bit feeling like, regretting starting the series and feeling a little bit of like obligation to keep making it. That has since gone away, and now I think it's kind of just become a bit of like a routine at this point, which is good. But also I'm just like enjoying it, and I think I'm putting maybe less pressure on myself about it or something, and I don't know, it's just fun. It's just nice. It's just nice. That's all. Oh, is that is there a dung beetle over here? No? Maybe we'll make a snow boy, because we haven't made one in a while. And it's snowing. It feels appropriate. Okay, I think I've got a couple red cosmos. For Peaches, Peaches' house is nearly surrounded. Hi, Peaches. Good evening. Boy, does it get chilly when the sun goes down, neighbor. Oh yeah, do you check the bulletin board in front of Town Hall regularly? It's full of all sorts of useful tidbits, event notices, things like that. Every once in a while, you might see a cute yellow bird perched on top. When he's up there, that's how you know a new message has been posted. I don't know how he knows, but it's like he's trying to tell me to come read it. I do check, Peaches, but thank you for the hot tip. Good looking out. Cool. I'm on the lookout for any more dig spots. Oh, there's a weed. Yoink. Okay. Cool. We've got a fossil. I haven't seen any others. Oh. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that they could spawn like again? You know what I mean? But that's cool. I don't know where the other... Oh! I take it back. I found it. Oh! I'm constantly getting surprised at finding things. Snowballs, fossils, etc. Am I full? I got space for one more thing. I thought, was there a dig spot down this way that I didn't have space for? Yes. Are you gonna be a fossil? You're a gyroid, okay. A gargloid, okay. So the gyroids I'm gonna save for later. Because I think the last thing that we're gonna do today is go to the roost and go see KK, and when we do that, we can give these gyroids to Brewster. But yeah, I think I would like to go down to the ocean. And see if we can't catch anything new. I have you now, fossil. Aha! A Terra left wing! Cool, that's new for us. I don't think we've gotten anything for the pterodactyl yet. Great. Ankylo's skull. Also new. Awesome. You may cajole me, Blathers. Please. Please take. If it's new, please take. That's the deal that we have, okay? Pterodactyl. Yeah, okay. There's still a couple spots that don't have, like, any pieces yet. There's a few. Some are saying several. Some are saying many. some are saying multiple, etc. There's the mammoth. Oh, there's the Terra wing. The Pteranodon. So yeah, still nothing for this giant one. And then we've got a couple single fossils up here. All the single fossils, all the single fossils. Now put your hands up. That's still my favorite, for sure. All right. anything else on us? I could pick one cherry tree. Oh, hang on. Another fossil. Wow, okay. You know what, honestly, I should just shake the cherry trees anyway to drop the cherries. And then even if I don't sell them today, like pick and sell them today, at least those trees will grow cherries sooner. You know what I mean? So I should probably just like shake the trees anyway? I don't know. I'm full. Okay, back to the museum for one last fossil. Unless there's more. Anything? No? I'm also very happy with our town layout, I think. I like where everything is. I like if I did have anyone visit, most of the important stuff in town is like near the entrance, which is cool. Like the store, the museum, my house. An ichthyo skull. And that's also new. And the ichthyosaurus is all done. Simply terrific. I couldn't be more chuffed. The ichthyo? I don't know. I'm going to say ichthyo. The ichthyosaurus appeared during the first days of the dinosaurs. It didn't live on land like other dinosaurs, but rather in the sea, even though it was a reptile. Its particular charm lies in its dolphin-like frame, not to mention its large eyes. Indeed, those large eyes granted such fine eyesight it could see easily in the dark, like an owl. Whew, I beg your pardon. I was so enthralled. I spouted hot air like a boiling teapot. That's everything I got for you, man. Cool, okay. I know we were just in here, but we finished a dinosaur, so I feel like it's worth checking it out every time that we finish one. And I think that's this guy over here. Ichthyosaur. 6'6", early Jurassic period. It's like a big platypus. Cute. Put a hat on him. Perry the ichthyosaur. Sorry about that. Got a little carried away. You know how it is. Doofenshmirtz, etc. Cool. I think were there 2 cherries over here? Yes, okay. Still nothing in any of the ponds, like once. I'm assuming nothing that can spawn in a pond can spawn in the winter, I guess. But there will definitely be pond stuff in the spring. For sure. So that'll be nice. 1800, I think most of that is probably from the dung beetle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a couple rounds of cherry selling, if you don't mind my doing so. I feel like I should probably have like stories in mind or something when I do go around to sell cherries. Or whatever. I know I talk about New Horizons a lot, just because that's like the newest Animal Crossing. But I did put a lot of time into New Leaf also for the 3DS. And if you recall, New Leaf had kind of been out for a while. And then they put out a pretty major update for it called the Welcome Amiibo update. And it enabled Amiibo functionality with New Leaf, which if you had like a release 3DS, you could get this like white puck looking thing called a NFC reader writer that would scan your Amiibos. So I got one of those, and now I don't use it for its like function anymore, but it kind of works as a nice like Amiibo stand, if nothing else. It's kind of like a nice outdated Nintendo peripheral to have, I guess. I don't know, for whatever. I mean, I just got a Game Boy Advance e-reader like a month ago, and then realized after the fact that that does not work with the Game Boy Advance SP, which is the clamshell model of the Game Boy. It only works with the original, the horizontal one, that takes batteries. I don't have one of those. I gotta get one of those now if I want to use this freaking e-reader. And I mean, I've wanted to get a horizontal Game Boy for a while now, but I mean, I just prefer the SP so much for the clamshell of it all, for the backlight of it all. But I have wanted a horizontal one for the longest time. I could just never really justify it. Now I guess I do have a justification, which is to use the e-reader, but I don't need it to be like good, you know what I mean? I just need it to like work. I don't need like an upgraded screen or anything. Although granted, so many Game Boys nowadays are getting like renovated, basically. Like people are taking them and reshelling them and putting new screens on them and stuff, and that's cool. You know, make your Game Boy sing or whatever, but there's something to be said about like having untouched original hardware. I don't know, maybe I'm being too dramatic about it or something, but I kind of like having a system that's just like the original, all the original parts and stuff, even if it is objectively a worse machine and a worse experience because again of a lack of a backlight or whatever. It's fine. I don't know. I mean, again, it maybe wouldn't be my first choice if I didn't have a Game Boy already that I liked. So that probably makes you want to take that Game Boy. If it's your only Game Boy, you probably want to make it nice, you know? And I understand that. Anyway, I guess I got to keep an eye out on a decently priced OG Game Boy Advance now. Just so I can use my freaking e-reader, man. Anyway, what I was saying about New Leaf and the Welcome Amiibo update was... What was I saying? Oh, yes. Well, I think I was just talking about the update. Like, it came out a few years after New Leaf had already been out, and it added a bunch of stuff. It added the campsite with the RVs, and they added Harv. That was when Harv was introduced. And villagers could visit you. Special NPCs could visit your town at the campsite, and they could sell exclusive stuff in their RVs, and that was fun. I probably... Do I make it? Yikes. They're so fast, dude. They're so fast. They're way too fast. Hi, Al. I'm here to seek refuge from bees. Welcome. It's good to see you. I almost forgot. I have a favor to ask you. I've been all about looking for fossils lately, but the thing is, all I found so far are pitfalls, and falling into them is so embarrassing. Do you think you could find a fossil for me? If you could get me a stego torso, that would be great. I mean, I'll say yes. I guess. Odds are that doesn't happen, but sure, I'll say yes. Anyway, the Welcome Amiibo update added a whole bunch of stuff, right? And one of the things that it added that I thought they would for sure do with New Horizons was when you Welcome Amiibo added this thing where you could sell your town. You could liquidate all of your assets basically, and that's pretty much how they like said it. Was you could talk to Tom Nook at the start of the game, like in the settings of the game and stuff, and you could go to Tom Nook to sell your town, and all of the money in your bank account, all of everything that was in your catalog, like basically everything that you worked towards, the game would give you like a bell value for everything that you had done in your game. And so I just did it just to see how much my town was worth, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to do it because I super did not want to reset my town. I made that mistake where I reset my like original City Folk town, and I regret it to this day. I really wish I still had it. You think this head is big enough for this snowman? We'll see. I don't mean to be so emotional, but this is a big moment for me. Okay, I think we made a perfect one. Yeah, we did. And we're gaming. Anyway, we'll get something cool in the mail from him tomorrow. But yeah, it was just interesting, honestly, just to like basically have your assets. Like the game was like, and this is how much you are worth in Animal Crossing New Leaf with your, you know, this is, I think it was like just the amount of bells for the amount of like things in your town, like the public works projects and stuff, all of that. Everything in your bank, again, everything in your catalog, your house, all that stuff. And then Tom Nook would give you a number. And so the point of this, for the sake of it was for the sake of like anyone who hadn't played New Leaf in a long time, if they wanted to restart, you could liquidate your existing town, and you could take all of that money, and they presented you with two options. They were like, we can give you all of the money as a lump sum, or we can give it to you in payments. Like, I think it was like weekly. It's like divided. Hang on. This fish is hooked. I feel the rumble. Next one. There it is. Through the bridge. Gaming. Yeah, they could give it to you. So say your town was like worth 1 million bells, let's say. Tom Nook was like, I could give it to you in one lump sum, so you could start your new town with 1 million bells already. Or they could give it to you in payments. I don't remember how many payments it was, but it broke. If the total amount was 1 million, then maybe, let's say it was like 10 payments of 100,000 or something. But I think it was a lot more divided than that. I think it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 payments of 50,000 or something like that. I don't remember, but it was definitely like over the course of a while. But you would end up with more money if you opted for the payments than if you took the lump sum. Because you would, I don't remember if you would accumulate interest or what, but yeah, it was interesting the way that they put it. And I think it would make a lot more sense to take the payments for sure. One, because you would end up with more money, but there's only so much you can do with a lot of money to begin with. You know? Okay. I will drop a cherry right there. It doesn't make sense to have a whole bunch of money at the very beginning of the game, because there's only so much you can use it on, you know? Like even the loan for your house, you can only pay that off once a day, really. So I don't know. Have we caught a red snapper before? I know we've caught a football fish. That was a whole thing where we caught like 2 in a row. Have we caught a... I just want to double check. Sorry, Truffles. I was already entering the building. I didn't even have the option. I want to say yes, but just in case. Has already been donated. Okay. Great. Just wanted to make sure. Again, I think I mentioned this before, but in newer games, when you catch something new for the first time, your character says, yes! Oh, hang on, Truffles still wants to talk to us? Really? Hey, you gotta help me think of a new catchphrase. Mine's all like old and stuff. Just think of it as the fan just think of it as the fan in you helping the star in me. What do you say? Sure. I have to jump on opportunities like this while I'm still an unknown commodity. Muster up something good. That way, if everyone hates it, I can blame you. Truffles? They say snooty right now? Oink. We got Joey to say quack, so I feel like it's only fair. Yeah, that's nice. I'm Truffles. I want to thank my mom, my dad, and all of my loving fans. Oink oink. Okay. That's pretty good. And I mean, Dora already says squeak or whatever, or squeakers. Squeaky, maybe? I don't remember. Anyway. So if you have New Leaf and you're curious, and don't go through with the sale. Don't actually sell your town unless you want to start over. That's also like, rather than just like starting over with nothing. I think it's a great idea. And it was a smart way. So again, all of this is coming back to, I was surprised that this feature wasn't included, especially with the latest 3.0 update for New Horizons, where they didn't bring it back, where you could effectively sell your island and restart, but only restart with a bunch of money this time. I think that would have been a nice option that a lot of people would have really appreciated. I think the like happy medium that they struck, though, for what it's worth, is the Resetti service in New Horizons that they added, which just like for anyone who wants to like clear their island and restart in that respect, like rather than get a whole new island, maybe they just want to like level it basically, and you can do that with the Resetti reset service or whatever. And so I think that was probably the idea, is like rather than start brand new, you know, effectively keep your catalog, keep your however many money is in, or however much money, pardon me, is in your bank, etc. All of your house upgrades. If really all you want to do is just like start your island fresh, then I guess the Resetti service allows you to do that. Anyway, it still would have been, I think, even just to give the option, like, because plenty of people are just going to reset their island just because they're like, I want a fresh start, and they're going to think of that first before they'll think about the reset service. And I know that there are people who were using the reset service who are very glad that it is in the game for sure, but I don't think it's going to be like the first thought. Where in New Leaf it was like, hey, are you resetting your game? You want to get a brand new island or a town? Well, we at least, just so everything that you did on your last town wasn't for nothing, when you start this new place, at least you'll have like a whole bunch of money to use, and even honestly just like leave in your bank to let it get interest and stuff. Anyway, that's my tangent about that feature in New Leaf and how it's not in New Horizons. I mean, there's a few things in New Leaf that are not in New Horizons, so this is not, you know, an isolated incident or whatever. I think that's a thing that's holding New Horizons back, other than, depending on how you look at it, the villager interactions and stuff in New Horizons. Because I know a lot of people think that they're pretty bland, I guess, or I don't know, nothing burgers sometimes. And I get that from time to time. Is it sacrilege for me to say that I really like the villagers in New Horizons? Sorry. I do. I think they're cute. I don't know. Do I see a shadow at the bottom of the waterfall? I don't think it's a big fish though, is it? No. That's like a... That's probably like a black bass, maybe. Can we... Now I'm just curious. I just want to know what it is. My money's on a black bass. Well, we'll never know. I panicked. This is what I get. See? I'm glad I locked in for the stringfish. Because if I'm talking... It's happened enough times in this series. If I'm talking... then I am much more likely to fuck up a fish. Are there any other cherries? I think there's a few over here. Cherries on the ground. Cherries on the ground. Looking like a fool with your cherries on the ground. Sorry. Hole in the bottom. Head turned sideways. Alright. I think that's all of them that are just like on the ground. Oh. I wonder for our town rating if I do actually need to plant more trees, or if it's mostly just flowers. I think the way that that works is our town is broken up into acres or squares of land, and every acre needs to have an amount of flowers and trees, maybe? Or maybe that's how it used to work? I don't remember specifically. Anyway, haven't really dealt with, like, other than the cherry orchard that we made, haven't really, like, put any amount of time or effort into, like, the trees in town. And for the flowers, for the most part, again, we're pretty much just, like, putting them near people's houses. Because, frankly, that's, like, manageable for me. And I don't have to make many decisions. You know? I can get a flower, I know whose house it goes near, and that's easy. Yeah, cool. I think that's enough picking and selling cherries for today. But I do want to go, again, down to the sea, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. I want to go down to the sea and... oh yeah. I mean, I guess we can get this cherry back. And I don't know, maybe just do a little ocean fishing. Just whatever's here. I don't know if there's going to be anything new or not. But again, similar to the river, I'm primarily looking for a huge shadow. I guess in the river we saw a large shadow, but I'm looking for a huge shadow in the ocean. So let's see if we can get two pretty rare fish in one night. I also need a scallop again. I mean, I guess I could just pick all of the shells, which I said that I wanted to make part of the routine, so maybe I should actually stick to that. And we'll catch some fish and we'll pick some shells as we move along by the All-American Rejects. Do you remember that commercial for Bionicle, dude? Oh my god. It was so cool. You're just gonna be a horse mackerel, aren't you? If I had to guess. Okay, I was just checking. I maybe could have tested this when there wasn't a fish looking at our bobber. The C button also works to reel in. The C button is just a left-handed A button, and the Z button or Z button, if you know, you know, is just a left-handed B button. That's kind of cool, honestly, that the controls for this game are like ambidextrous. But I wanted to test that in case I ever like accidentally hit the C button when I'm fishing. It will fuck up the fish. So, should probably not hover my finger above the C button ever when we're fishing. No scallops. That's fine. You know what? We actually got a decent amount of money. I think we started like around 10,000 or something when we started farming, selling cherries and fish and stuff, and now we're back up to 26. That's not too shabby. I played a handful of New Horizons earlier, and if you see this in time, I'm only saying this like the day before it's happening, but I guess, you know, if you see this in time, I'm going to be doing a Slumber Island stream tomorrow night, tomorrow being Sunday, February 8th. Going to be doing a Slumber Island stream in Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you have that game and you have Switch Online, I'll be playing on the Slumber Island with folks in chat who are watching me live on Twitch. So if you'd like, I don't know, again, if you're seeing this in time, if you'd like to join for that, the link for my Twitch channel is in the description. And I'm going to be doing more Slumber Island streams in the future as well, probably like every other Sunday. So yeah, again, if you've got New Horizons and Switch Online and you'd like to join, you don't need a Switch 2 or like the Switch 2 edition or anything. You just have to have your game upgraded to 3.0, which is free. And you also have to make enough progress in your game to unlock Slumber Islands. But assuming you do all that, then you're able to join us, no problem. And you can come hang out, and we're all, as a community, decorating an island together. It's very fun. So if that sounds interesting to you, link for the Twitch channel is in the description. Hope to see you there. And if you're into Pokemon, I'm also going to be streaming some Generation 4 Pokemon. So that's like the DS games, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, etc. I'm going to be big into those over the next, not even just the next year, the next like couple of years are going to be playing Gen 4. It's going to be awesome. So if that interests you, feel free to join. Oh, we got a Scallop. I didn't even realize. That's good. Okay, we'll save that for the next time that Pascal's in town. Anyway, I was playing some New Horizons earlier. And in my New Horizons town, I have like yards, like fenced in yards for all of my villagers. And all of them are decorated, you know, to make sense for the villager that lives there. And for the longest time, like after I had a couple of villagers move out, and so the yards that I had for them didn't make sense for the villagers who now live in those like plots with those yards. So I'm finally like removing a whole bunch of these old yards and starting from scratch. And it's almost like it's nice to be able to like I don't know, have this space. Like I at no point am I gonna like demolish my entire island and like start again. But I do have these like sectioned off I don't know, amounts of land that can change from time to time, and that's kind of fun. So yeah, I've got a couple new villagers to make yards for, which is very fun. Cool. I'm gonna pick some cherries. I think probably pick like another inventory full. I'm gonna put this scallop away also before I forget. And we'll go see KK. Oh, hi Peaches. Hey there. I just noticed lately how much I've been saying neighbor. I mean, I say it a lot, neighbor. And I wanted to know, do you think it's strange? It's not like I can help myself, neighbor. I'm worried that other people might think it's weird, neighbor. Maybe I should try to change, neighbor. It's fine. Really, neighbor? I can't tell you how comforting that is, neighbor. Now I can hold up my head with pride and shout neighbor to the world without shame, neighbor. I'm just kidding. Peaches didn't say neighbor that many times in that short an amount of time. That's defamation. Right, scallop. Scallop for Pascal. I don't think the white scallop is anything. Maybe it is. I don't know. I maybe should have tried to test it when he was here yesterday. Anyway, next time. I'd also love to see Wendell again to get some more custom designs from him. All right, couple more cherries, and then we'll go see KK, give Brewster some gyroids, and that'll be good. I think one more cherry tree. Cool. Well, this was a pretty productive day. We got a lot done, I reckon. We got the string fish. I'm very pleased about that. Oops. Oh, interesting. I thought if you ran through a dying flower, it would like insta die, but that one just survived. So. And yeah, you know what? Not too bad for a little bit of money farming. Not too much. But not too shabby at all. And that's without any fossils also. I feel like the biggest ticket item that we got was probably the football fish. It seemed like it sold for a decent amount. That could be the move if you wanted to like get money. Maybe just like, I mean, I think ocean fishing is usually the play. Oh, you know what? I don't have anything for you, Blathers, actually. I make that mistake sometimes where I'll like have gyroids in the inventory and think that I have something to donate, and I do, just not to Blathers, you know? Tall Percoloid is new, and the Gargloid, also new. Tall Percoloid, that's new. That was kind of wooden. Bro is terrified though. And then, what else did we get? A Gargloid? A Gongoid? No, we've seen that before. Gargloid. Oh. Oh my god, what does that sound like? That sounds like something from Pokemon. That sounds like something from Gen 3 Pokemon. I'm not even kidding. Like Water Pulse or something. It sounds like something. Anyway, hi KK. You here for a song? You know it. Cool. Listen, don't spread it around, but I'm taking requests if you've got an itch for an old favorite. You can belt out you can belt out the name of the song or just tell me how you're feeling. It's all cool with me. I'll let you pick. As long as it's not a duplicate, I'm happy. I think as soon as we do get a duplicate from KK. KK Ska! Hell yeah, Ska is so back in 2026. Does Brewster polish the cup in rhythm? Or in time? He does. Wow. That's incredible. I like when he does his little howls. And when he whistles. Wait, when he howls, does it change the lights to like disco or something? So he he only howled for like a second, so the lights only changed for a second? Is that real? Hey, thanks for listening. Check out your pockets. I laid a boot on you for KK Ska. Free of charge, man. I'm not in it for the gravy. My music's too pure for that commercial scene. Slip it in the box back at your pad and you can listen to my tunes anytime. You be sure to drop on by and catch my act again. I'll be around. KK, I will be back next Saturday. You can count on it. Hell yeah, that's a cool song. That's a great one to get. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let KK pick until he gives us his like our first duplicate, and then I'm gonna have to start requesting specific stuff. But until then, you know, we'll leave it whatever he's feeling. You know, leave it up to chance. It's fun that way. We get a random song. It's like putting all of your music on shuffle, you know, and then it randomly picks like one of your favorites. You're like, hell yeah, shuffle. Great work with this. All right, we've got a new song for the week. KK Ska. Sweet. All right, that was a pretty good day. I think I'll sell these cherries tomorrow probably. We got a bunch of money just from selling cherries and fish and etc. And it honestly didn't really take that long. We went to the city. We got a new painting from Red, and then it turned out we're 2 for 2 on paintings being real so far. So I feel like we're maybe due for a fake, probably. We got a stringfish, which was huge. That's definitely one of the rare ones that I was worried about. It's also a fish that is going away at the end of February and doesn't come back until December. So I was a little like pressed about getting it. Rarely seen and treasured, these are known for having voracious appetites. Winter, rivers, 60 inches. Awesome. Yeah. Our fish encyclopedia is coming along. Our bug encyclopedia, a little sparse, but it will definitely pick up in the warmer months. Folks, I think that, oh yeah, and we also got a new, what did we get? No, we got fear, right? We got fear? Yeah, we got fear. Oh, we shiver. Oh, because it's the winter. It's so cold. Brr. And we made a snowman, so we'll get something snowman themed in the mail tomorrow. We got a scallop for the next time Pascal is here. I think we cooked. I think this was a productive day. It was a long one, but I think generally you guys maybe enjoy the longer ones. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Again, if you see this in time, if you could make it for the Slumber Island stream tomorrow, again, the link for the Twitch channel is in the description. And if you can't make it tomorrow, again, I'm hoping to do Slumber Island streams for the next little while, like every other Sunday. So feel free to, even if I'm not live, you can drop a follow on Twitch, and hopefully catch me live at some point. But if not, if you're just here for the Animal Crossing City Folk videos, then thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 28 of City Folk. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you then. Bye-bye.